Miraculous fans, and welcome to my 4th CultureFly mystery box unboxing. The theme is season 4, which as we're in the UK we've only got 6 episodes, so might be spoiler alert here. If I don't recognise something and you're there going, oh, it's from episode 7, then I've only seen the first 6 episodes, so...
At time of recording.
Don't hate me. It's reasonably a wide theme, but also not as broad as just be a hero, so, and to be fair, they haven't really followed the themes as much as they potentially could have done with some of the other ones, so who knows what we're gonna get. Let's jump in. So here's the fun part. Let's see what we can find. Let's not knock over Ladybug whilst we're doing this. Right, so that's a bit of paper or card, which normally is what's in the box, so we'll throw that to one side. We have something plasticky, which is also flat. Let's hope it's an item. Oh, we have a poster for season 4. So I will open this off because crinkliness and show you it all folded out. It doesn't say what size it is, so I'm hoping I can manage to fit it all on camera.
Maybe A3?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I'll open it up later. The next thing we have is some packing beads, which I'll throw over there. They're always fun. We got something small, potentially a sticker. Yep. No, not a sticker. A temporary tattoo. It is Cat Noir's paw print. So I could stick that on my shoulder or on my face. Who knows?
It looks like St. Patrick's Day.
Maybe I'll put it on St. Patrick's Day. Something else. So this is also like this one where it's a little bit bent on the corner. So I'm hoping that that's not a problem with things. Hopefully I can bend that out. Oh, that's very emotional here. Let's throw that to the side. That'll just be telling me what other things that CultureFly do. They do actually do quite a few other boxes, so if you like these videos and such, feel free to check them out as a website, because you might find a fandom that you are more interested in buying a box for. So we have a square box, which is, ooh, it is earbuds with a cool thing of the Miraculous box from Master Fu. So I will get those out again when no packaging, but I am totally looking forward to having earbuds that are looking like the earrings, because I don't have my ears pierced, so it'll give me an excuse for having that. Right, we have something soft. We have something soft, which might be the t-shirt, because I normally have a t-shirt in these things. Oh, we have a box. I want to get the thing that's soft out first. I think it might be underneath, so okay, I might have to pick out the big box first rather than the soft thing. Well, leave me alone. I know, it's a disaster. Right, not trying to look in the box. That's going, this is huge. Okay, so, ooh, we have the Ladybugs or Marinettes actual mystery box as a coin bank. So I don't know if I can let you show that on outside, but yeah, it's basically a piggy bank in the side of the thing. That actually will look, hopefully, really, really good when we get out the packaging. That's actually a really, really good idea that they've done that one, because I think everyone can do with more things. So let's get the soft thing out. Yeah. I believe it is a t-shirt, and it's predominantly black. Okay, it's long sleeve on the front with just a little Miraculous thing on the side. So the big design is on the back. So care to say when I put this on later, because I normally do put the tops on, that will not really work for camera, so I might not necessarily wear this. Oh, it actually has got cuffs. So I don't know whether or not that's meant to be more like a jumper for some people, but it is as thin as a t-shirt, so I don't think it's going to give you much warmth, which, you know, might mean that some people more prefer it, or some people might just wear it as a t-shirt, because yeah, it's actually quite a nice jazzy design. I'm quite loving the rainbow effect, but maybe that's just, you know, me being all like, ooh, pride. Not quite the right month for it, but it does kind of go with the theme of the box.
Miraculous pride.
Yeah. Well, to be perfectly honest, I think it's quite clear that the makers are very much in that zone with the amount of lesbians in the show. And I'm sorry, but if you are not aware that there are lesbians in the show, rewatch it, people.
Or go to fan fiction.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Julika and Rose are not just friends, people. I mean, they might be, you know, teenagers, but they're quite clearly a bit more than that. Right, so we have Lineard, I believe, which is Cat Noir. I'm actually liking the fact we have a few Cat Noir things in, as I've complained about in other things where there's a lack of Cat Noir. We have potentially one more item. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it has to be 2 more because there's a minimum of 7 to 10 items in each box. I didn't say that in the intro, so unless I've miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we have to have at least one more, which I might be the only one. Which is, ooh, it is a vinyl figure of Shadowmoth. So definitely season 4. And yeah, that's it. We have a Be Miraculous in the box. And I will turn Shadowmoth around because I don't think you get to see the actual figure. The first thing we opened was the poster. So it is reasonably nice and simple with Marinette and her new Miraculous box. There are a few things labelled as Paris, which makes sense. There is actually even one called Marinette Cafe, which that's not really the cafe that the baker at her mum and dad having. That's not really what they name it, but it is nice that they reference it, and it means that you have fun spotting little things that are written on there. On the whole, it is mostly just Ladybug with Cat Noir slightly to one side, 2 Kwamis, and the rainbow pattern, which seems to be a nice theme in this box. Overall, I think it's a really nice poster. I kind of wish that mine didn't go a little bit crumpled, because I'm sure it'd be a lot easier to make it straight if it didn't have the slight corners quilled, but I'm more than certain that I can probably fix that a little bit with a bit of blue tack. On the whole, it's a really nice item. So the next is the temporary tattoo. These things are normally reasonable quality even when they come in with a stick of gum. They normally last 7 days if you're in a place like on the top of your arm where they're not being washed. If they're on the back of your hand or something, they'll last about 2 days. Or they'll be a bit patchy, in which case you might want to remove it a lot faster. It does say on the instructions how to remove it, but most people just let them fade away. So the next thing we had was the earbuds. I personally think this is absolutely wonderful because we have got the Ladybug Miraculous thing, which will be going in your ears without needing your ears to be pierced, which I don't have, and I assume most male fans won't. Obviously there are plenty of boys who do have ears pierced nowadays though, so it is not just a girl thing. Also, I do believe there is an episode where Adrian ends up wearing them, so at least at one point it looks like he has his ears pierced. I do quite like the device that they have, which you can wind the wires around, which is Master Fu's Miraculous box design on it. It does have some slots at the back, so you can wrap it around that and stick them in, which anyone who has ever had headphones in their entire life will know that the wires do get tangled in your pockets. So this device, as simple as it is, I can see a lot of people going ooh to, because it will actually help you save so much time untangling wires, and it is such a simple thing. I'm going to see if I can get this to work on my phone and check whether or not these work. Because there's no point telling you all about headphones if I can't actually tell you what the quality of the sound is. Well, they work, and the sound quality is reasonably good. They are quite soft, and yeah, I don't think I have any problems with them. Depending on what size your ears are, because I know some people who have these are children, you might end up wanting to see if you can change the bud size to be bigger or smaller, because some people are like that, but they are fairly standard size and I don't think anyone will have problems with them. I know it's just a comfort thing for some people. So one of the biggest and arguably more fun item in the box, in just the whole, you can probably try and actually play with it, although it is acrylic.
Ceramic?
Ceramic, that's what I'm looking for. Is the Miraculous box. So you have all the designs of the kwamis. So you obviously have plagues with the paw print, you have pollen with the bee. I'm going to struggle to see Tiki now. Yep, I think it might be the one on the top actually.
Yes, it is. Yes. Tiki's on the top.
So, fairly standard thing. Got the plastic thing, so obviously you do not need to smash it with a hammer like I've seen on several things in America where I'm there going, wait, what? But I do think it's a thing that some people do to try and make sure that you can't actually open it until you really need to. So like I said, I can see a lot of children playing with it like it's a toy, yet it is like probably not the most toy friendly material, and it should probably live on someone's shelf looking cute and adorable. Practical thing for kids, also practical thing for adults who basically need to put somewhere for a change. So the next thing is the lanyard. Obviously it's a little bit more than just a lanyard, with the fact that we have got the thing with plague on.
Sort of rubber, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a rubber, like kind of what you'd use as a keychain. And you do have a plastic pocket, so you can put your card in there if you don't have a card case. The really nice thing that I've just noticed after opening it is that there are two designs. So there's green with Cat Noir on, but if you turn it around, it has got the claws out and the paw prints. So you will have both designs depending on which way around it is on show, which is a really nice touch because they could have just had it one-sided and the other side being plain black, which means that they have put at least some thought and process into making this ribbon. I'll just check the clip. It's reasonably standard and it probably pulls apart. I'm going to struggle now, I'm actually making it open. Yeah, it's generally just a pull. I think this is actually a lot better than I thought it was when I initially opened it. Lanyards are useful for certain people, and quite a lot of jobs do end up needing them, and if not, they are reasonably just fun anyway. And then we have the figure, which, if it's anything like the Ray one from the third box, I expect this to be also a toy. So I think he's a decent quality. Let's see if he pulls off the base. Please say I'm not breaking it now. And I break it. It does look like he is meant to go off the base though, because he does have a stump there. That's never a great sign though that I managed to break it on the first time of getting him off. However, I own super glue and most of the time he will probably just live like that. So that is a slight problem, I suppose. Like I said, the last one did come off quite easily, and due to the fact that he does look like he has got the holes on his feet, it does look like he's meant to come off. The fact that he's just lost a foot though is a slight problem. So normally I do say that that's a really good feature because it could be used as a toy as well as a figure. However, that does imply that he will now be a figure or a footless toy. The design of him is lovely though. I will admit that his eye does look a bit crazy. I don't know if you can see that. I am loving the pose of him basically being all malicious and he doesn't seem to have the fan though, which may be in a pocket or something, or they might just have gone, him with a fan is a bit flamboyant and we're trying to avoid that. I really like Shadowmoth's design in the show. I'm quite loving the fact that they have made a figure. The fact that it broke though is a downside.
Might have to try and straighten that cane as well.
Maybe a little, but I don't think I'm that fussed about that one. I'm more upset that the foot has fallen off in 2 seconds. But it's all good. So like I said with the top, it is a lot mostly designed on the back, so you won't be able to see it right now. It does have cuffs. I'm not sure whether or not people like that or not on long sleeves. I find it a bit odd because it reminds me of a jumper. It is as thin as a t-shirt though, so it's probably quite nice in some places where it's really warm and other places where you are wanting a long sleeve top thing. Or if you're really wanting a very light jumper. It does say it's a t-shirt on the card, but that doesn't dictate what you do with your clothing. This box had 7 items in, which, like I said before, is the minimum number of items. Do I therefore think that the quality of the items add up for it being the minimum amount? Probably not. Like, the poster is lovely, but at the end of the day, it is just a bit of paper. And the temporary tattoo, like I said, you can get these things with a stick of gum. So those 2 items do seem a bit more on the cheaper side, therefore I do feel like it probably should have an extra item to balance it out a bit more. However, like I said, the lanyard is better quality than I was expecting with the design. The money bank is really nice quality. The top is gorgeous. The long sleeve is normally ends up being a lot more expensive. I know on certain sites that it almost doubles the price of a t-shirt. And the headphones are electronics and they work really well. So there are certain items in here that I think are absolutely up there on quality, and others, unfortunately, we do have to mention the badness of the quality. However, the idea of it, and if yours doesn't break on you, is fantastic. But unfortunately, it does have to have a downside in the fact that it broke on the first time I tried to take him off, and I was correct in thinking that he is meant to come off. So it's not just me going, oh, I think he does this, and it's like, no, he was meant to do that and he broke. So overall, I'm not sure. It's a mixed bag. Like I said, there's some really good items in here and somewhere it's not that great. So I do think I probably needed an extra item or 2 to put it up there on the whole in comparison to some of the other boxes. Overall though, I'm actually not sure whether I might say it's the worst one. Potentially it is, in the fact that, like I said, it's the first time when I've had something break on me. So that is kind of a downer. But overall I do like it, and I have signed up for another year, so I've got 4 more boxes on the way. So let's see whether or not the quality goes up or down, or whether or not it stays the same. Because, like I said, I've really liked some items in all these boxes, and some of them are more not for me. Saying that though, this box, I will say, is a lot more adult friendly. You have got finances, you have things for going to work in, you have long sleeve tops covering up all your arms, and you have got electronics. It's not actually saying kitty until you go, it's got a temporary tattoo, which I think is the most child-friendly thing in this thing, because all adults like posters.
Yeah, true.
And it might be of use as a toy, but most people are probably going to use it as a final figure sat on a shelf, which collectible things like that is adult fans. So yay for that on some levels, that it has more of an adult feel. Yay for the fact that it also feels like it has a lot more cat noir things, which is a thing that I've complained about in the past. So I have to say that there are some things where I do think it has listened to comments that I've said in the past, but I do think that some of it is not quite as up to what the others one were. So who knows? Let's see what happens in the future. So that is the autumn box. The next one is winter. I wonder if, like the last winter one, they'll try and get here before Christmas. And if not, I'll see you in the new year. Goodbye, Miraculous fans!